live now.
Let's go.
So, hello and welcome everyone here for the Japanese Grand Prix of the OSRL.
Japanese?
Singapore, of course, Singapore Grand Prix. I got mixed up
Lol.
with last week's race, but here
It's
we are.
fine.
We are here in Singapore, round 12 of OSRL Season 4. And it looks like it's a dry qualifying session. That's good for the drivers, at least. I mean,
I'm not even loaded in yet.
you're not even loaded in yet. That's great things. Probably I'm probably going to have the glitch again with the qualifying ending because I haven't seen anything.
Wait, what's your timing now? What's your timing?
17:48. Okay, but
yeah, you're even ahead of me, so it's cool. It's cool. We'll allow it.
we'll allow it. And we are here for the Singapore Grand Prix, of course, round 12. Last week's winner was Luis, who won the second race of the season. And we're back with pretty much, I think, most of the drivers from last week are racing today. So
yes, indeed.
It's going to be interesting to see what the drivers will do today. Of course, Singapore is a really challenging track with a lot of challenging corners. Oh, of course, it's a street circuit, so it makes it even more difficult than it already is. And I'm just gonna jump on to the first driver currently out on the grid. It is Kazai, of course. He finished in I think it was P6 in the end last week in his first race in quite a while. So he did a pretty good job there.
Indeed. Like I said, Singapore is quite a tough circuit. It's a very long circuit with a lot of laps. It's a total of 31 laps with a lap time about 1:38. I'm around there, I'd say so, after qualifying. In qualifying it will be 1:33, and in the race it will be like 1:37s, 1:38s, up to 1:40s even. Depends what tire usage what tire everyone will use.
And what everyone's pace is. We've seen some guys that have already told us that they're struggling in qualifying. And I mean, the top guys will definitely be shown today. Of course, the leaders of the championship, they are up there. Of course, Matthias, Lemon, Kuhn, Luis, Kazai. All those guys will be racing for the top here. Of course, it's a challenging track, so the better the driver, the better the results will probably come at this circuit. But we'll just hop on to the track with Kazai for one hot lap around Singapore. Down into turn 1, he's going down into 4th gear, up into 5th. And for turn 2 into 2nd gear. Up to 5th here. Finishing a few corners in sector 1, now going into the first straight, onto the first DRS straight. Where you can really have a good overtaking opportunity later on in the race, as the track really doesn't have a lot of overtaking opportunities.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Ooh, and Kazai!
Oh!
Spin. He saved it. Hard on traction here.
Half Spinella. There you go.
Hard on the traction, but he saved it. So his lap definitely won't be good. Close to the wall here. You really have to be really close to the walls here to just have the max,
and
to get the maximum out of the cars.
With Singapore being quite humid, the tires will overheat quite a lot. So the drivers have to be careful on their outlaps, not to push too hard. Just take it safe for a little bit, and then really go pushing on their fast lap, and have a good grip on that lap. Like Kazai is struggling right now. Probably pushed a bit too hard on his outlap.
You really have to be careful on your outlap to just get the tires, not to overheat the tires on your outlap already. But you can see Kazai is really pushing the limits hard, and he is
Modstall right now cutting some corners on his outlap.
34.3 is the first lap of the session.
Need to watch Modstall right now on his outlap. He's really cutting corners, doing a perfect outlap here. In a Red Bull, going for that P11, so he can produce that safety car strategy like he always loves to.
It's Riza.
Oh, here goes! Oh, corner cut! Corner cut from Modstall himself, we're used to it. From the man himself.
can see a lot of guys trying to cut some corners, not to have the long. Oh, actually, some guys actually have damage. You can see Wout coming into the pits. He had cut some corners. I think he had some damage on his outlet. I think he spun actually, coming out of turn. I actually think it's like turn 15 or something.
Could have been, yeah. It's a very tough circuit here with the walls being so close. It's like Monaco, but nearly twice as long as Monaco, you could say so. Because it's 130, or about 30 seconds longer than Monaco. And it's pretty much the same as Monaco. The walls are so close to you, and if you make one mistake, you're in the barrier. So you don't want that to happen to you, of course.
As you could say, into the barrier.
Into the barrier, indeed. Yep, good pun. I like that. We like it. Pun of the day by Deadly Flow. Here we go.
That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for.
Now Martin.
Riesa is currently just standing on the track. He's letting cars past. He had some kind of mistake.
We love that. We love that. Now it's coming close to Martin.
Riesa had
car behind.
Riesa had a horrific lap as his first one. He only had 46.8. That's definitely not what he can do.
In 2012 that will be good pace, but of course we're about 8 years later, or 9 years even, so I don't think that's a good lap there from Riesa.
Yeah, I think 10 years ago that could have been pole, but I mean, we see Kuhn with 33.6 coming in. Of course, last week's second place finisher. He's currently second in the Drivers' Championship. He's only 8 points behind Matthias, 6 points ahead of Lemon.
So Martin coming to the final corner, behind one car, behind the Renault of Riesa. And he goes third fastest.
34.9.
Cheeky slipstream, final corner.
Yeah, a little bit of a slipstream there, just getting the...
Looked neat and tidy, but just not fast enough to get anywhere near the top guys. So Luis went second with a 33.7. Decent lap there. Although most guys are saying their laps now. Only 8 drives, to be fair, in 7 or 8 minutes to post a lap. As Moby Kick, having got a new game attack, is invalidated on his lap. Still Repas.
And we have Luis currently going into second with a 33.7. Of course, the battle for the top is going to be Kuhn and Luis. Of course, they have been battling it out a few weeks. Actually, they've been battling it out in Austria. They've been battling it out last week in Japan. They really have been on the track, fighting with each other, and it's really the battles have been kind of close all the time. And I mean, they're not getting away without any touches.
Indeed, the battles between them are very close, and it's going to be very exciting.
And I mean, last week we have Kuhn making a mistake, nearly losing the car. He probably could have caught Luis in the end, but he made a mistake and then lost even more from that because he dropped down to P3 after the steers reports were released. So it's not really a good thing for them to battle, I'd say, because in the end one will end up worse, because in Austria Luis had some dive bomb. The stewards didn't think it was anything bad, so Luis got through, but Kuhn wasn't entirely happy with that. So Kuhn really wasn't happy with that incident because Kuhn thought he got pushed off, and Kuhn... I think there's a little bit of bad blood between them on the track.
Indeed, but it was a very exciting battle still. And hopefully they can keep it clean on track. As of course Matthias and Lemon now retire, start from the back of the grid, of course. As you see, Chizzy in P4, decent lap there.
Chizzy with a great lap for McLaren right now.
Great lap P4 in a McLaren. I think it's a reserve. So the point of obviously won't count to the McLaren team.
Ooh, and I've just seen from Kuhn, who thankfully told us the first half of the race is going to be wet.
Ooh, spicy! We love it. Could it be a cheeky Kuhn bait, or is he genuine about this? Are we gonna have heavy rain for the start?
I
this
doubt.
Of course
I
does
doubt.
mix up. Yeah, I think it's true because Kuhn Luis, Kazai are all on the soft tires. And of course, if you're like a quick guy, you would normally go for a medium
Strategy.
step, so you can be better for the race. But like if it's heavy rain, then you're gonna go for quickest lap then in qualifying. So it's gonna be very interesting. Singapore is of course a long circuit already, but the rain will make it even longer. So, Flo, we're gonna be here for a little while, I think.
Indeed. I mean, I know. I think we both know how long races can take, especially last week. Bahrain short, 100%. It's not really a fun thing to be there for more than an hour, to just sit there. I mean, racing is a little bit different, but I mean, these drivers are going to be, especially when it's raining at the start, they will lose some. They won't be as effective in the end when they will lose some concentration towards the end of the race when it's going to be long. Maybe some safety cars might as well just make it even longer, but we have got 35 laps of 133s today, so.
My personal experience with this circuit is just after a couple of laps in the race, the grip just goes away and you've got so much understeer. So Singapore's not my personal favorite, but it does bring out exciting battles. As now Kazai goes faster with 1:33.163, which is 5/10 quicker than Koen. So Koen, the pressure's on. Same for Luis, who just started.
Yeah, Koen also just started his lap for the Mercedes team. Of course, Mercedes is currently the leading team in the Constructors' Championship, leading by I think about 40 points ahead of the AlphaTauri team, who's, of course, you can easily say that it's definitely being led by Matthias. Of course, Matthias is currently leader in the championship with 158 points, and I think Rick Elite only got. He really doesn't have a lot of points this season, so Rick does have 3 points. So
he's dropped down to a reserve seat, so that's important for. But we hope he will be back for next season, maybe. Koen is now coming past sector 2. He is purple.
Purple.
Never mind. He was 3/10 up, so not enough to beat Kazai. He was purple sector 1, but middle sector not as competitive compared to Kazai. What about Luis? Luis, I didn't manage to keep up with it. And through the final sector for Koen. Close to the wall here. Coming to the final turns now. And it will be a 1:33.1. Look at the time. Look how close it is. Damn. Look at it. 14,000. As now Luis, can he get anywhere near these guys? And it will be a 1:33.5, so must have made a mistake somewhere because it looked alright in terms of pace. But it's gonna be very close for Koen and Kazai to get pole position here.
Maybe Luis can jump into. He only did a 5 in his improvement, so he only improved by a 10. So I reckon he is not gonna be very happy about the lap.
Yeah, he can do much better. It's actually in sector 1, he's dropping 2 tenths already, Luis, compared to Koen and Louis, or Kazai, sorry. Last sector is losing another 10, and then middle sector losing another 10.
Spun the car, hit the wall. He had his lap invalidated already.
Oh, Reza has got a 5-place grip penalty with collision with Martin.
Martin is close to Luis and him on the track right now, so I didn't see what happened, or I didn't catch what happened.
Hey? I've got no clue what happened, but if there's any incidents we need to have, make sure to report to the stewards, of course. Every incident has to be reported, of course. Also, Martin does his usual corner cutting. Only way to get close to Koen and Kazai, of course, but that's fine. That's fine. As Mobikick is in P5, bit underrated so far this season, I guess, because he's been pretty quick in qualifying. Hasn't been able to convert that in the race as many times as he would have liked, but he is around the top 10 every time, and possibly sometimes even in the top 5, so that's pretty good for him. it's looking good for him. Maybe next season,
He's
if
currently
he.
he's currently beating Martin in this, and Martin and Prain, who are really quick drivers in this qualifying session, of course. In the championship, Moby is currently tied on points with Modstall, and he's really not. And in the championship, I mean, in qualifying he's been quick, but in the race he hasn't been able to produce so far. Last week he had a retirement in Japan, but really he has been struggling in the race to just get good results.
Indeed, and that's the most important thing, of course. You can have good qualifying, but if you don't perform in the race, then it's a bit useless. So now French has gone 8th fastest. That's his qualifying done, because of course he can't go around to do another lap. So that's his qualifying done. Half a second ahead of Lucas, who's on his outlap now. Of course, I think most drivers have got some more spare time as normal, because the timer is glitched right now. As we see Mercedes go out of Prain. There he goes on another set of softs. Kasai also out on his lap, it seems, going very slow. Really taking his time. We said you need to do a slow outlap, but I don't think you want to go that slow, if we're being honest.
Yeah, you really don't need to go that slow.
I can go quick on bicycle, so it's keep going, Kasai. I'll catch up with you.
I really want to see you doing the Singapore Grand Prix on a bicycle. It would probably be very fun.
Yes, I'm just gonna buy a ticket to Singapore, get a bicycle, and just drive around the track. Okay, that's a deal. You heard it here first.
Next year,
Love
hopefully.
it.
I'd really love to see that. As Danachman is currently on his first lap of the race.
So Merck has gone wide in sector 1. Looks to be it. I don't know who the hell that is. Also, Wesley's joined. Love it. Wesley's in.
Was Prain?
Oh, what is going on here?
Prain went wide
Prain.
again. I mean, Prain, of course. Prain last week had a pretty funny qualifying incident. He was really unhappy about it.
I say, who is that Ferrari? I think that's Lucas. Lucas on a lap, so that therefore hindered him a little bit. Oh, I don't know what Prain's doing, to be fair. He's just having some mind games, I guess. He tried to shoot me, but he failed. And now cutting corners. So this has been a pretty interesting outlap there for Prains.
But now we're
kicking start his lap. Most guys now starting their final runs.
We're getting into the final few minutes of the qualifying session here, and it's really going to be very
another
interesting.
10th in sector 1. He can beat Chizzy. I don't think he will beat Luis, but he can get a top 4 result here if he just puts this lap together.
And Prain had another incident, I think. Prain is in the wall again, and
Prain's in the wall. What is he doing?
Prain has got
What's
damage.
going on with
Prain has got damage again, and
that's his qualifying done.
His qualifying is done. He's got damage. Prain will not start further up than P6, and that leaves a chance for Modstall to improve already. He's up by a 10th in sector 1, so actually it just showed up once. He's up by a 10th, but he didn't even cross the sector 1 timer yet. He is down by 60,000 of a second, so it's not looking like a great slap. But I really want to hear from Prain after the race what happened to him. Currently, Cyril Rippers, of course, Moby King previously, he's currently improving by 2/10, so really interesting to see. Moby King will be the first guy to come over the line, and his time will be a 34 point. It will be A2, so improving to P4, but of course everyone else still needs to save their laps. The next guy to come over the line, current pole sitter, Kazai invalidated his lap, so he won't go faster. I think
Kuhn won't go faster. He retired.
Luis also not improving right now, so it's looking like it's a Kazai pole.
Of course, it will be a lot different in the race with wet weather. But Luis is on a lap still, so he could get near the guys.
Yeah, he made a mistake again.
He made a mistake, and yeah, that's his qualifying done.
Modstall currently the last guy. He's improving by 10. Modstall might get Prain. He's the last guy on a timed lap. Actually, Obasi is there. Obasi spun right in front of him. And Mod still comes over the line. He improves to P6, so that's his
And
qualifying
it's
done. And
still Rappes is gone up to P4, so another good result for him in qualifying. P4, that's a good starting position. We're now gonna move on to the race. Flo, are you going to go run through the qualifying results?
I can definitely do that. Kazai, of
Let's
course,
go.
getting P1 here, getting pole position in Singapore. Kuhn in second, Luis in third. And Luis, 3 tenths off the top 2 guys, so I think he's not going to be very happy with P3 here. Of course, he had the win last week in P2. Steel Rippers in P4, Chizzy in P5, Modstone in P6, beating Prain on the final lap. Franchise in P8, Lucas in P9, Obasi rounding up the top 10 in P10. Then we have Riza with a 5th place grid penalty. So, you said Moby Cake had a grid penalty. He does not. Danachman has got in P12, Underboss P13, Frenzy in P14, Matthias out, and Lemon didn't set a time. So they're starting at the bottom of the grid. But, I mean, Riza now with a grid penalty, so he will start from P16, I think. So that will change some things down the order there. As you can see, it is raining. It is looking like it's going to be intermediate conditions.
Oh, it's very wet. Yes, I see Inters in the Merc
I see Inters in the
garage.
Same, I see it too. I doubt
Prince,
they're going to...
what are you doing with your tires, man? Jesus Christ. What are you doing with your tires?
I doubt
Look at it!
I doubt they're going to use the heavy wets because it's not looking as wet. I don't think it's looking wet enough for that. I mean, it's raining, but it's not looking like it's going to be wet enough for the heavy wets because I don't think they will make the guys faster. I mean, intermediates is better for traction. It's better for pace. So I doubt most people will use it. But let's see what they will take. I mean, maybe Prain having the intermediate standing in his garage will indicate us what tires will be used in the race. Also, maybe if you have the best eyes of all time, you could maybe see what the data says on Prain's garage. At the back of the garage. So you could maybe see about it. And you can see everyone is on the intermediates. No one did go for anything like the heavyweights. So that is the thing. Kuhn took P1 right now. Actually, Kuhn is trying to fly away at the start of the formation lap. I don't actually
trying
know
to find the grip. Oh, there we go. He's letting the guys through now. Kuhn did say maybe the second half of the race will be dry. I do think Singapore is one of those circuits where it does take a little bit for the circuit to actually dry up. So expect drivers to maybe go for like an early stop on the inters and then try to make it until the dry period. Or the drivers who can really manage the tires just to go till the dry period. But we'll see. We'll see how it's gonna pan out. I do think maybe making a stop around lap 10 maybe is a better strategy, despite being it such a long pit lane. Fresh tires is just always useful.
But of course the rain changes the strategy for most of those guys. Of course there's no... They can possibly once the rain starts actually out and Matthias both got disqualified from the qualifying session from the formation.
Oh there. That's not gonna help with the start, with having cool tires. Maybe it's not such a bad thing, because it's always so cool or so warm around the track, sorry. So maybe it's not the worst thing, but it's not something you want as well. So
but I mean, looking at how long the formation lap is already taking, you can already see that this race is going to be very long. But we're going
update on Prain's crash in qualifying. His wheel disconnected, so that's why Prain couldn't do his final run in qualifying. So that's unfortunate for him.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, Prain is all of a sudden used to doing that, or it happened to Prain now 2 weeks in a row. So pretty weird because last week it happened to him too. He was really mad about it. And I actually just saw from Kazai that he has never done rain without a line, So,
Well, if you see a Haas flying off in turn 1, you know who it is.
you know who's going to be involved in any incidents for me. The lights are currently on, but they are of course not, as drivers are revving up now.
Nope, not yet.
Predicted pit stop strategy, of course, intermediates right now, but we are underway
Lights
for
out, and we go!
We're underway for the Singapore Grand Prix of the OSRL. We currently have Kazai still in P1, but Kuhn did not have a better start. There's a Red Bull flying, and he touched Luis. I think it was Mozzel who completely outbroke himself into turn 1. He and Luis, they're still battling side by side, fighting for P3. Right now, they are not actually able to get anything down. Luis stayed in P3. Prain and Rippers fighting for P6 and 7, but Mozzel up to P4 already. Still Rippers and Chizzy have made some mistakes, as Matthias currently already up to P11 fighting with Underboss. And Lemon right behind. Then Lucas got put in the wall.
Damage.
Lucas got put in the wall, and Danachuman is also in the wall. It's the virtual safety car.
Contact with Lemon. I think Lemon got hit. Yeah, 5-second penalty. Bit unfair for him. Oh, that's Wesley going wide. And Wout having a 5-second penalty now. I think. What's Wesley doing? Hit him!
Wesley's just lagging around. He hit him.
Wesley did go wide in the chicane, and then Lemon had to overtake him. Couldn't do much else, and then Wesley tried to go down the inside, which is not the smartest thing to do. But that's a 5-second penalty for Lemon. Couldn't really see anything else would happen, but it seems like pretty clean start. Apart from, I think Martin really outbroke himself there, and we're gone again. It's green lights.
Apart from a few little things there. But really, Luis had a pretty bad start, and he's struggling a lot right now.
Look at Chizzy, He's going nearly alongside Martin here for P4. Martin, of course, decent defender here. Not the quickest, but not easy to get past him. But Chizzy looking to find a gap.
Yeah, Mozzel will try everything.
Maybe pick a wet setup.
I mean, Mozzel really is struggling a lot. Chizzy going down the inside. Chizzy has gone up to P4. He's got past
Great
Mozzel.
Move. Love that.
Down the inside, another yellow flag, and it is Francie has got damage. There's a Renault involved. French is involved.
And Luke is going into the pit. Luke's into the pit.
Danachuman has also got damage. He's been. Oh, Danachuman has lost his whole front wing.
Yeah, Underboss has got damage as well. The other racing point.
Oh, and French has missed the pits. He's drenched straight on. he was able to get back. He was able to get back and really slow down much, but that's not a great thing.
It's worth to keep going because for safeguards maybe later on. Concentration needs to be high for so many laps, so worth to keep going. So Boss is getting past Prain, it seems. Now he thinks better of it.
Prain really struggling to start the race here.
Indeed. As Lemon is going past Underboss now for P9. Of course, we used to see Lemon and Wesley, or Matthias, sorry, of course, making quick progress.
Going down the inside, Matthias made it past in Underboss. Late move.
Decent progress.
But he made it past.
GC now getting close to Luis. Look at it.
Luis is also
GC pretty comfortable in the conditions. Yeah, Luis definitely struggling in these conditions.
And
very different compared to the dry.
You can see how long this is taking. Only lap 2.
Look how much Martin's holding up the guys behind. Especially
Lemon and Matthias. Lemon and Matthias are really getting the worst of it.
Yeah. Martin the shithouser, we like to call him.
While it's new, I mean, trust me, Martin is probably the biggest shithouser you will see in your life. I mean, Martin really, he will do everything to defend his position, even if he's not on the same strategy. I mean, Steven, you can maybe talk. You know, you know a few things about defending when you're not in the same strategy as someone else. I mean,
If I speak, I'm in trouble.
I mean, Lewis probably knows about it. Lemon gets past Obasi. Lemon gets past Obasi here, who slid coming through the final corner. He really had a bad exit there. But really, the guy's actually Prain is also struggling a lot right here. Lemon is right at the tail of him. He will probably get him after the straight. As Wesley got a 3-second time penalty. Wesley doesn't have a name on my screen, so it's pretty hard to find out. I didn't even know that it was Wesley.
For me, he does. He's in P12.
Yeah,
so
I know he is because he's the only guy. I was like, who is that guy? Prain now, of course, behind Lemon, who needs to catch up to Stale Rappers again. As Obasi had a big slide again, coming out of turn 4. As Lucas retired in pits. I was about to say.
Only 3 laps it lasted, unfortunately.
Yeah, Lucas had a bad start to this race and then didn't keep going.
Lemon has already got past Prain. I don't know if you noticed, but
yeah, I saw it on stream, so I noticed.
Okay, good.
But
good.
Lemon
and
now
Lemon passed Stale Rappers.
Yes, past Stale Rappers.
Kick.
Yes, Hobby Kick's touched
And
it.
he's
There was not
done
a
it.
lot of room.
I think he did pick a wet setup, maybe Lemon. So it's really competitive right now. After only 3 laps, look how many positions he gained from the back of the grid.
There were some incidents, of course, he had to get past there. Martin
Look
running wide.
Martin is struggling.
Martin running wide. Martin's already 6 seconds behind Chizzy, and Lemon touched Martin a little bit. Going down the inside. Now, in one of the hardest parts of the circuits where overtaking is pretty much nearly impossible.
Oh, Martin just let him through. What a B-Tech driver.
Martin didn't want to get caught up in any incidents here, so he just backed out of it. He didn't want to do anything, and now he is going to be in the fight with everyone again. And Matthias currently getting held up.
Struggling as well. Look at him. And look, there's 2 cars getting past maybe.
Matthias
on the main straight.
Matthias
doing a double overtake maybe. No, he doesn't for the time being.
He was too far behind. He was too far behind Prain. That would have never worked out.
Yeah,
but
indeed.
Look at how far Lemon is behind all those guys have run 6 seconds with a penalty. It's not looking good for Lemon, but Matthias getting close at the back of Prain. He touches him a little bit. Still Rep is now trying to get past Modstal. Modstal already 2 seconds behind Lemon. He is not doing good in this wet.
And there goes Movie Kick.
Around the outside of Modstal.
Can't get past here.
And he does the switchback.
Go for the switchback. Not the move.
Modstal
Martin modded out here.
Martin tried to keep that place by any means, and he lost it completely.
Can Prain now get past his great buddy, Modstal?
His great buddy, they of course great buddies, especially when they are racing against each other. They will do anything to troll each other and take each other out. I mean, they're known for loving to stream races and then fail.
Exactly.
Especially Prain.
That's how they do.
I mean, especially once Prain streams in Japan, he's never
gonna
contact. Matthias touching Prain here.
Hit Prain indeed.
But I mean, Prain, especially when he's streaming a race in Japan, it's not going to go well for him. I can some little facts. Prain running wide. He nearly touched the wall. Good run from Matthias. Matthias trying to go around the outside, going into the next corner. He's trying to get that move done around the outside.
Prain doesn't give up.
But Matthias is still on the track, and he's got the move done. Matthias and Lemon putting on a show with great moves. Really doing everything they can. Martin running.
Martin, no! Martin!
Mistake. He did a. I want to think. He did a
Ricciardo, I think it was.
Yeah,
Ricciardo in 2013.
Yeah, Ricciardo in 2013 just running straight on, and he got lucky that he didn't crash out. I mean, Ricciardo couldn't.
No damage as well.
No damage.
Lemon with
as Obasi going into the pits. Obasi into the pits. I think he has damage. Yeah, he's got damage. He lost his left end plate. Maybe he hit Martin.
Oh, and speeding pit lane. Speeding in the pit lane.
Not a great sign for him.
Martin didn't get damage, so he can push on. Prain also. Oh, Prain's got damage. Look at him. Look at his right end plate.
Yeah, I think Prain and Obasi got caught up in the Martin incident because they couldn't.
Yeah, both had damage. So yeah, that's I think very true.
Underboss also got a wing change right now in P14. The Racing Points most likely won't leave with a point today in the race. As they, I mean, if you look at how the Renaults and the Racing Points are struggling a lot, they are, I mean, Franchise is not far away from getting lapped in this race, so.
Yeah, Brain's really struggling. Martin's about to get past here. Even though it was him that caused Brain to have damage.
Martin really did a great thing. He made those guys have damage, and
He
then
must be absolutely enjoying this, that Brain has damage. He's loving the sight of a Mercedes struggling. Oh, Brain! Oh!
Nearly lost the car.
Dirty!
He tried, he made it hard for Martin, but
Can we
he
just
struggled
point
on
out that Wesley is in the points?
but
What
of
a
course,
driver.
He got damaged, and he might be under investigation for some incident under the virtual safety car after he touched the lemon.
But right now, he's in the points. Right now. Top of matters.
And
right now,
he's
in P10.
Pretty far ahead of Frenzy, so...
You said he had damage, but it doesn't look like it, so... Yeah, look at his front wing now.
It looked like he hit lemon and he got damage from it, so I thought he had.
It's fine. Oh, he's pushing very hard. Getting close to the wall.
As Matthias is now close.
Look how close Chizzy is to Luis Bill.
Chizzy has been that close for a little bit already. Chizzy has been...
Get the move done.
Chizzy has been close the whole time, but Matthias also right now closing up to the Alfa Romeo. Lemon also closing in on Chizzy. He's only 3 seconds behind right now. Ooh, and Matthias spun, Matthias is out!
Matthias is out! Oh
safety
my
car
god!
Is out. Matthias
safety car!
Matthias dropped it coming out of turn 5, and that means...
Oh dear.
If Kuhn finishes in P6 or higher, he will take the championship lead today.
And the constructors. I don't know how to...
Ooh, Seal Ripper's got a drive for penalty for speeding on the safety car.
Oh no, and you can only serve it after the safety car that absolutely destroyed it. And like we said, he needs to do a clean race, and he is messed up there. Oh dear.
Let me just have a little bit to say. I mean, drive-throughs under the safety car or under the virtual safety car. I don't want to speak about it, so...
Could never be me. Could never be me.
could never be me. Yeah.
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 But Matthias with a huge mistake. I think last week he made slight mistakes as well. So Matthias feeling the pressure, and he's bottling under pressure here. So yeah, Kasai is going in, but interestingly, Kuhn stays out. He thinks it's better just to stay out. Chizzy staying out. Luis staying out. Lemon is going to serve that 5-second penalty, so can't be removed, of course, now by the stewards. But he will be near the pack again, and he will have the pace for it. Yeah, Moby Kick pitting. Oh, Bassi getting a 5-second penalty with contact with Bout. And Martin pitting. Prain pitting. So Kuhn and Chizzy thinking it's better to stay out. So maybe the dry period is coming quicker than we think. And will the fresh tire prove the huge difference? Wesley also pitting. And he did not have a front wing change, so it's clearly had no damage. Or at least no big amount of damage. And he is ahead of Prain. He's jumped Prain. Wesley. Can we just point that out? Wesley ahead of Prain right now.
I don't think Prain will be happy to try
Prain will. Indeed. And Unibos back to P11. So I don't know actually why Kuhn and Chizzy stayed out. So they must be thinking that the dry period is coming earlier than we expect. of course, I think the safety car will stay out one more lap since the pack is so spread out from each other right now.
It will stay out for at least one more lap, of course. The safety car is currently coming
Maybe
through the
even
final.
two.
I mean, I doubt
Because
it's going
it's
to
such
stay
a
out for
long
two
lap with the
because
safety car.
I mean the safety car is so slow in the wet right now, and I think everyone will catch up this lap. So
Yeah, that's true. We'll see. There's car still just entered sector 2, so like Obassi's one in franchise. So we'll see how it's gonna go. And yeah, Koen and GC really going for the strategy of waiting for the dry, it seems, because there was no other reason really to not pit. This could be good for Ruiz, even though he seems not the fastest right now. He is on a net, I think, P2 if GC and Koen decide to pit, and he will have more grip. This could promote Mobikick up to P3 if Lemon doesn't get past him for the moment. So yeah. As Wesley's pitting. Wesley's
again,
deciding he thinks it's time for a new set, even though he's done only like 2 laps on this interset. So there's looks like a front wing change. Yes, indeed. So he must make contact with the wall. So the front wing change did eventually happen. So Flo, you were right at the end of the day.
he might have had wing damage. He might have got it under the safety car.
And then picked up more damage. And French is also deciding Wesley is doing a good strategy. Let's do it also. So let's follow the Wesley strategy right now. Let's go. See, there's still cars. Like Obassi is still. Look how far away he still is. He did not pit and still so far away.
I mean, Francis is currently the guy who's so far behind. And I think the safety car might come in again this lap. Even though everyone's so far behind. I doubt having that. I doubt it comes in now.
If it stays out for one more lap, it would be good for Koen and Chizzy, who've decided to go for the risk strategy. I don't know why Koen has actually done this, because he wants to take the championship lead from Matthias today, and if he's gonna risk it, he could potentially miss out on that, despite of him, of course, having the pace.
As we're having another lap of safety car.
Indeed, another lap. There we go.
Ooh, and Wout is coming. Wait, it's saying Wout. It's wait, who is the Williams?
Wout, it's Wout. Yeah, it's Wout. It's Wout.
Wout.
Yep.
I got mixed up
He's
because
also doing the Wesley strategy. Another one on the Wesley strategy. There we go. There we go. Another one. Another one. He's got the damage seams. Obassi. Also another one on the Wesley strategy. I don't know what's going on, to be honest. Another speeding penalty and front wing damage seams. Yes, he has. Serving another 5-second penalty now. So Obassi having a really just appalling race right now. But he should be able to catch up to the safety car still. So, to the back of the field. Shame we can't see the weather reports on how the weather will be.
That would be pretty good.
Concord Masters, OEA in the future. Underboss now on the points, and Reza also on the points, despite him having a grid drop and damage. He's now on P10. Buzzing to see. So can the Renault keep it up? I think the safety car must come in this lap, otherwise it's been like 4 laps.
Yeah, there has been a
Flo, I think I'm pretty sure we had a league race at some point in, I think that was, a safety car comes in this lap, a league race around Spain. I think it was for race spec, where we literally had 6 safety cars.
It was OSRL season 2. We had a
Really?
lot.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was
well, we had.
OSRL. That was insane. We had 5 safety cars, about 3 virtual safety cars. It's unbelievable.
It was crazy. We had like the first 14 laps of the race. It was only safety cars.
Thank God it's not this race.
Yeah, we would be sitting here for
Why?
more than a year now.
Indeed, indeed. Obasi getting another penalty, so he is just what is going on with Obasi. He did catch up to
As
the guy.
the restart now happening, Louis Kuhn will go.
Luis
Oh,
goes
the
for
Kuhn nearly spun.
Luis! What has he done? Luis!
Kuhn has nearly lost it as well.
Oh, Luis! What
Jeezy,
is he done?
everyone in P1 and 2 is
Safety
sliding.
car! No, what? Wait, what's going on? Sector
Lewis
3
is
yellow flag.
out.
Oh,
Lewis is
damage!
out.
Reza damage.
Lewis
And
is out
Reza.
of- Well, wait.
Reza's thing. What is going
let's
on?
just get the facts together and look at the front package. Kazai touches Kuhn. Kuhn is struggling. He nearly lost traction. Kazai retakes the lead. So Kuhn's strategy did not work out. Kuhn is trying to stay there around the outside. And is he going to? Is it going to work? And Kazai got the lead.
It will be Kazai.
Oh, will Kuhn try dive
There goes
now
Kuhn.
into the next corner? He won't try
No,
it.
he doesn't. But what went wrong with Luis there?
I didn't see it because I was looking at the lead.
Same.
Kuhn,
Went. I saw him go slow, and all of a sudden he just spun from the corner. So big
Luis-
mistake there.
Kuhn at the restart, he struggled a lot. He nearly lost the car. He went sideways, and Chizzy did the same. So Kazai had an easy overtake there.
Luis not impressed. Apparently the game. He said game slows me down, and then he pressed full throttle and did nothing.
Reza,
So
Reza,
some sort of game glitch.
Reza got a 5-second penalty for crossing the white line on the pit exit.
Oh yeah, of course it's a tough one there.
Of course, Reza was in the point.
Look at Wesley. Look at the train Wesley's creating. About 5-6 cars. Wesley back in the point.
Franchise nearly lost the car. He nearly crashed into the wall there.
There we go. On the boss, also in the points now. Following Crane very nicely. And Martin in P6. I don't know how he does it, to be fair, but Martin in P6. There we go. The guy is just a wizard.
Ooh, and Martin
Look
hit
at
the wall.
Jizzy.
Martin hit the
Jizzy's
wall. Martin,
clearly
wait.
got some good pace.
Did Martin
Look
get-
at him behind Koen. Did Martin get damage? Ooh, Carlos.
He did not.
It doesn't look like
He did.
it.
No, he did not. He
No.
touched and hit the wall, but I think he only hit with his.
But
with
look
his
at Jizzy.
right rear.
Jizzy's clearly very comfortable in the rain.
Steel Rippers in the. Oh, of
Lemon
course.
going
Steel
fastest
Rippers is in
now.
the pits to serve his drive-through penalty.
Oh yeah, of course. It clearly shows that pitting under the safety car is obviously the right strategy here. So Koen and Jizzy did kind of mess up there since
Obasi.
Lemon did post the fastest lap.
Obasi is right behind Nacho Man right now.
Obasi, how is Obasi in the points? Because he was like P16 like 2 laps ago and nearly like half a lap behind. So
I
Obasi near in the points.
He had a great restart. Of course, he got. I mean, he probably got a little bit lucky too, because he got
Yeah, indeed.
caught up in some incidents here. But still, I think Kuhn just stayed out because he didn't want to get caught up in the back with Luis and all those guys. And I mean, from that point of view, it was a pretty clever strategy as
GC just letting
Lemon
Lemon go
pass.
through here. Yeah. Probably better move, just focusing on his own race and maybe getting or maybe just waiting for Koen to get overtaken and then he can overtake Koen. Because he seems quick right now, Chizzy.
that's probably one thing that he wants to do.
Underbot's getting a penalty in P7. Not too far away from Prains and Martin. Martin in P5 now.
As Wesley
quick.
gets past Obasi. Actually, it's
There
second.
we go. He was
Wesley's
already
fighting.
past him. Oh, look at
Obasi.
him. The Nutman.
Obasi fighting and He's struggling. He's really struggling.
There goes Lemon. Lemon gone is close. But yeah, Koen really messed up because I put in a 152. That's about 2 seconds faster, I think, than Koen. Let me check the times. Yeah, 155.4 for Koen and 152.9 for Kazai. So I think that's about 2.5 seconds difference. So Koen and GC didn't really do this plan this well.
Koen just won. Oh, Lemon trying to go down the inside here. He's not actually trying to get it done here because there wasn't enough. But I mean, I think Koen just wanted to stay out and stay out of any kind of trouble that he could have been involved in. I mean, it was probably.
Yeah, but this doesn't really help him as well.
I mean, I think if he maybe would have been caught up in some Lewis incident. I don't know if he would have came up behind him.
No, I think he was ahead. So yeah,
ahead,
I don't know why.
If he would have pitted on the second lap, it wouldn't have worked out.
Yeah,
for
then
him.
he would have been behind. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he would have been caught up in the Lewis incident then, and then it would have been ruined anyways. But yeah, so Lemon right behind Koen right now. They are trying. He's trying to get past Koen here. Another yellow flag. It is Wout. Woutro in the wall. Damage. And he has lost everything.
Yeah, left front end plate. Look at Kazai. He's really pulling away from Koen.
Fastest
Again,
lap.
another fast lap. Just yeah, 155.1 for Koen. And he's really holding up Lemon here. Lemon can't do anything. GC also struggling behind. Yet Martin on those fresh inters not able to catch up and show the pace that Kazai has. 156 on new inters, by the way. And Prain 157.4 on new inters. So those guys are struggling, yet they're in a decent position here. And of course, it's now a Haas 1-2
Lemon made
teams.
the move on Koen. Lemon made the move on Koen. It's now up to P2.
Indeed,
so it's
Haas
a Haas
1-2.
1-2.
Never thought I'd see the day. Haas 1-2. But here we go, Kazai and Lemon. So yeah, it's gonna be a very interesting race now. Can Lemon now
Yellow
catch up
flag,
to,
it is.
It's
Oh,
Wesley. Wesley! No! He's got damage. Wesley! No! Oh, what a shame. He was doing quite well and then, oh, he hit the wall. Oh no.
It's so unlucky for Wesley.
For the AlphaTauri team, of course, they are about to score absolutely 0 points. I know Wesley is a reserve driver, but looks like he's gonna go score 0 points for himself, and of course no points for AlphaTauri.
So currently we have got one close battle, the Nacho Man, Frenzy and Franchise. But apart from that, yellow flags, it is Wesley again. And Wesley got caught
dear,
up.
what's going on?
Wesley's stuck in the wall.
Well,
he's out. He's probably going to be out.
Yeah. Barrier.
He glitched into it. We've had
Is going to cause safety car again?
Doesn't look like it. Even though this should be causing.
Very dangerous.
He's just standing in the middle of the track, pretty much. His car is just standing.
Dude, what's this car doing?
Well, I mean, this incident is like has been recurring because there has been the incident last week.
Flo, I might be the only one, but I think the rain has stopped now.
It has actually, yeah, it has
stopped.
stopped.
The rain has stopped, so this is where Koen has been waiting for. The gamble, same for Chizzy.
I've been looking at the rain.
Both of them gambled.
Oh, and the spin bout and another damage. And Wout has made another mistake yet again, and that's the next retirement. Probably Underboss gets past Obasi, and he actually did it.
Yes, on the
Obasi,
bus of
Obasi tried to
P7.
go around the outside, but it's not going. Oh, he forces
Oh,
his
damn
way.
it! Oh no, hey, contact.
Contact. He forces his way. Obasi lost traction and he hit the
Ooh,
wall. That
great
is
racing here.
damage for Obasi though. So not
Motor
great for
retired.
him. And the boss sitting in the
Flo,
back
can
of
you
Obasi.
remember both racing points being 15th and 17th?
I said they
There-
have pretty much no chance, and at this point,
Look at them now.
Renault and Racing Point are both. They have a chance to
They
get
get
points at
points.
this race.
Let's go.
I really didn't expect that to happen.
Same.
But the rain has stopped, so we're currently halfway through the race, so we might see some different tires in a bit.
Of course, I do think it takes a little bit to dry up the circuit, so Koen and GC are hoping it dries up quickly. Of course, I think we will see soft till the end if it for like this for another 6 laps. That's quite ambitious, but we'll see. Check the pace of the leaders, and look at it. Lemon last lap did a 152.9 and Kazai did a 153.5. So the gap is getting closer between these two. Apparently, so the battle's on between both Haas drivers for the win. And Koen wouldn't mind both of them crashing.
Who definitely wouldn't mind it, but who needs to finish in P8 or above, as I said. Just
And I
to
think
keep-
constructors
yeah.
as well. Constructors, they're nearly there, I'd say. So I don't know how big the gap is actually, but they seem to be close to it.
And Mercedes is really. They will pull ahead by. Let me quickly check. My
Oh
maths.
no, damage for Underboss.
As
on the
oh,
left
actually,
hand
Still
plate.
Ripas went for the hearts. He's
Oh,
the first
franchise with damage. Mobikic's going for dries.
guy.
Bit of underrated
He did go for
call.
the heart.
but-
He did go for the hearts, but it's a bit early, I think.
Yeah, he's struggling loads. It's still very early, so
So currently,
needs a safety car.
Mercedes is going to be going up by 69 points against AlphaTauri. So that's going to be really critical for the
Yeah.
Constructors Championship. We've only got 2 races left. Actually, we've got 3 races left. What am I even saying? So we have got in the remaining races we have got. Let me quickly take that
I
out.
think it's Mexico and Brazil, that's for sure.
So we have 96 points left in the final in the remaining three rounds for the AlphaTauri team to get. So they will need to get
Pretty
some
much
good
perfect result.
They pretty much have to get perfect results because Mercedes will keep on scoring. So next week, I mean, if it was only 2 races, only 70 points would be available. So, I mean, with 2 good results, Mercedes, the Mercedes guys could actually clinch the title next week and become Constructors Champions for this season. And it would be Koen's second Constructors Championship title in the OSRL.
Season 2, of course, with Haas, and now with Mercedes. Interestingly, that Haas team are ahead of him, so I think he should have stayed with Haas because they're doing quite well now. Now Prince is getting close to Martin. Both of them just not able to show the pace. And Mobikick is still struggling out there on the dries. Like we said, it does take a while to dry up, so you just need to be careful. Take your time. I'm the weather god, so leave me to it, yeah. It's too early still.
Stuyven, when it comes to strategies, Stuyven is probably the weather god.
I always make, I don't know what it is, but I always just seem to make the good calls at the right moment. That's the only thing I'm probably the best at when it comes to F1 games. The Nacho Man getting close to his teammate, Underboss. Of course, he does have damage. And Frenzy, haven't seen much of him this race. is still in the race in P10 for the Williams team. His teammate has gone out, of course, but he's behind both Racing Points, and not too far ahead is Obasi in the McLaren, so he can able to get some decent points still if he really gets his head down now. Just conserve the tires, and the points right now will be yours. Because Moby Kick in P12 is really struggling. Look how close Prain is now. Prain is really close up to the back of the Red Bull. The top 6 don't have any penalties yet, so congrats to them. It's not easy to get no penalties.
But it looks like the track really has pretty much dried up now. There's some spray. There's some spray, but I expect the drivers to come into the pits in the next 1-2 laps.
Moby Kick is still struggling, so...
Yeah, Moby Kick is still struggling, but I mean, he was
He's
struggling.
on hard tires though.
I mean,
but
after pitting, he's been struggling the whole time, so it's not really... I mean...
Yeah, but the gap was 8 seconds, and now it's down to a second, so it's too early still.
Yeah, it's still too early, but I expect the next 2-3 laps to maybe be the time to pit. So
yeah, potentially. I did say lap 21. I did say lap 21.
Ooh,
So
incident, the Macho Man has lost his wing.
The Macho Man got a puncture.
Yeah, he got puncture.
Left rear. Yeah, left rear.
We need to look out for Kuhn on the tires. Lemon is in the pits.
Yeah, Lemon's spitting.
Ooh, and
Bit
I mean,
early.
the Nacho Man has got a puncture.
He's gone for mediums till the end.
The Nacho Man has got a puncture.
GC's spitting.
Yeah, I mean, the Nacho Man has got a puncture, and Kuhn has been out on the tires for 3 more laps. So...
Let me check if the Nacho Man pitted, because that's very interesting. The Nacho Man, I think, did pit.
He already pitted, I think, for intermediates, because his tires were younger than Kuhn's.
Yeah, indeed.
So Kuhn, I'm gonna stay on Kuhn for right now, because he will be the main guy.
Spitting. He's done another one to switch over to the dry tires. Our teammate was
Lemon came out between Modsel and Prain. not the best place to come out.
It looks like the grip seems to be fine. It's on the crossover point.
I think Kuhn needs to pit this lap before he gets the puncture. I'm gonna stay on him because I want to know whether he will get one or not. But
we'll see.
Lemon's actually not really not that fast right now.
GC is GC in P6 maybe going for the undercut on Kuhn, because he was only about 4 seconds behind. So if he does a good lap now, he can go for the.
The Nacho Man is out of the session. The Nacho Man has left the session, and I think that's the Nacho Man got put onto intermediates. That's why he left. I think he rage quit because of it. Oh dear, that means
Lemon is stuck behind Martin, and both did not decide to pit because Kuhn's in. Kuhn's actually in.
Yeah, Kuhn needed to pit this lap. There was no. Oh, Lemon gets a penalty. He gets past Mutzel, but gets the penalty as well. And Kazai will lose so much time because I think, yeah, you can see there's no more spray coming from the cars, from the tires. Mott still stays out.
Where is?
And Prain is going to do the
Prain's also doing it.
Prain is going to do a little bit of a double
Deer
stack.
Deer is enabled.
Kuhn is going to have a little bit of problems here because he lost a little bit of time in the pits because Kuhn was in the same lap, of course. So the pit.
Hit the wall.
Who?
Kuhn slightly.
No damage though, so that's a good thing for him. But you can see on the track, you can see on the sides of the track, there's still some wet spots. So if you get out wide, you might as well.
Look how slow they go through the pit lane. But I do think it's time for Kazai to pit because Twitch Lemon has got clear air right now. And a penalty still, I don't know why. Let me check. He does. Yeah, the penalty for track limit, so that's another 3 seconds advantage to Lemon. He's gaining time though right now. I think Kasai will pit this lap. Yeah, he is. There he goes. For it looks to be a pretty easy race win from now on. Unless he gets really held up in the pits. He's going for a set of mediums.
And he will come out ahead of Lemon. Probably, yeah, Lemon's still too far behind. Mod's still so much, struggling so much. And Kuhn got a penalty too. He cut the corner completely.
Kuhn's got, yeah,
Kuhn's struggling on these tires right now.
Martin's in the pits. Where will he rejoin compared to Brain? Brain did get held up in the pits.
Modster will get past, Brain will get past.
GC with a fast lap.
Look at how far behind. I think Brain will get him. It will be really close. As Martin is about to leave the... Yeah, he did leave the pits and Brain will not get him. I thought he was going to get him because he had so much more time.
But I guess not. There we go. P5 still for Martin right now. GC secretly driving a very good race. If he can close up somewhat to Kuhn, I don't think he will. He can get a podium maybe, because he's the one without a penalty so far. One of the few still right now.
As Franchise sets the fastest lap of the race. Didn't expect that.
Franchise with a fast lap. I think he'll be screenshotted that for sure. Oh, Kasai's pitted! Kasai's pitted!
And he got a 5
second penalty as well! That will promote Lemon into the lead. Kuhn to second. And GC potentially up to third. Front wing change, he made a mistake. New front wing, there goes Kuhn. GC is... Now he will be behind... He will be ahead of GC, I think. No, GC will be ahead. But what a mistake there from Kasai. He had the race win in his back. Easily, but he made a big mistake.
And he
Kasai's got a 5-second penalty again.
Crossing the pit lane wide. Oh my god.
It's looking good for GC podium right now. Because he has got no penalties compared to Kasai's 10 right now. And he's got to get past him still. Brain now with a penalty, so that leaves only 3 drivers without penalties. With them being GC, Martin and Franchise. Who secretly just gone into the points in P10. Love to see it. There we go.
Oh, Bassi coming into the pits. Again, he had damage probably.
Oh, Bassi just driving a really weird race, like getting so much damage every time and still in the points. It just... like, wow. What a race, what an interesting race.
And now Kasai needs to catch Chizzy and Kuhn.
And he is already, look, he has already closed the gap about a second this lap alone. So he's on it.
Lemon sets the fastest lap, of course. Lemon is still in the championship fight. He is only 14 points behind Matthias as well, so...
He will overtake him, but Kuhn will also overtake him. Then the Nashman's rejoined, so he's, yeah, I think he's shaking off the car again. Even though he's very far down. Yeah, I don't... Oh, look at Kasai, he's really struggling. Went so wide.
He's
tried to go flat through the final corner.
He's pushing so hard.
Indeed, that was indeed a warning. So I think he's only 1 away from another penalty. But he's got to get the move done as quickly as possible. GC will try to hold him up as much as possible. He's using ERS indeed. Kazai is using ERS and DRS saving now, and this is crucial for him. That's one less, already a sector less where Kazai can use space.
Kazai touched him.
He's pretty much pushing him around the corner. Underbolt's getting another penalty. Good exit here. He's gonna overtake here. Cheesy making the widest McLaren ever right now. And there goes Kazai trying to go around the outside. Squeezing him.
There was no space. Kazai was lucky to survive that.
Cheesy was first to defend that position there. But look how quick Kazai is compared to Cheesy. Cheesy is really trying his best to stay ahead. Using all of his ERS right now. And again, he's staying behind. So that's like one lap less where Kazai can be ahead of Cheesy. As long as Cheesy doesn't get any penalties. Look how quick Kazai is going through that corner compared to Cheesy. It's unbelievable how quick Kazai is.
I mean, surely this has to be the place where he gets past him.
Yeah, I think it's just better for Cheesy to let him by now, so he's got DRS for the next turn. And he does not. Yeah, he surely has to get it done for... As Martin has the fast lap! Martin with the fast lap, here we go. That's just... He saved all of his ERS and fuel to set the fast lap by about
now,
2 seconds.
Kazai's got
and
the
there we go.
move done.
Move
finally.
done, yeah. Cheesy's defended fairly there. And now it's gonna try to stay within 10 seconds of Kazai to get the podium here with about 9 laps to go. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. Can he get DRS? Oh, Twitch Lemon's got a penalty now. But of course the gap is too big to Koen for him to make a difference. Koen just not able to keep up with him. 40.6 for what is it, Twitch Lemon, so he's trying to get fast lap. (33, 34, 36, 37), what will it be? It will be a 39.3. There we go, the lap times are going down now. And look how quickly Kazai is gaining on Cheesy. I don't think Cheesy will be getting a podium because he's got a penalty now as well. He's got 3 warnings in the last 5 laps, so that's really not helped him.
Koen
and
with
his
the
podium
fast
chances
lap
are
right
fading
here,
away.
but Kazai with a quick lap. He
37.7. He's on it.
He gained a second on Koen that lap, so
He's on it.
really great lap. He really
Can he
wants to
potentially
get
even
that
get second still? Like, he's going so fast right now. Of course, he did make a huge mistake on his own, but he's on it now. Look at him. Pushing the absolute limits of the Haas car. And GC he's just leaving him behind.
He is just
Already
flying
7
away.
tenths up right now. Oh my god, we're seeing a great drive still right now. Despite him making mistakes. Koen did a 27.5 first sector, and the first sector of Kazai was a 27 flat, so already half a second gained in one sector alone. The guy's just crazy quick right now.
Kazai's just using this as practice right now to just hit quick on the track, I think. He is just pushing to the absolute limits of the track. And he is just doing such a great job.
Indeed. Obas getting another penalty. He's got the gap to Moby Kick still, so...
He pretty much gained a second now, not even 1 sector, and Koen
Koen's got another penalty now. So it's definitely on for second place right now.
The thing is, Kazai has got 10 seconds of penalties more than Koen.
Let me check right now.
He does have 10 seconds more. Kazai has got 16 seconds and Koen got 6. I see it on my screen too, so you don't have to check.
Ah, okay, cool.
Kazai, of course, he got 2 5-second penalties in the pits. Speeding
But with the pace right now. You never know. He gained that, I think, about 2 seconds this lap. Yeah, Koen did a 38.5 and Kazai did a 36.6. So Kazai is going 2 seconds a lap faster right now. So this will be exciting near the end of the race. I don't know what's happening with Kuhn, but Kuhn definitely on a different level compared to Kazai. Kazai just so fast right now. Unbelievable.
.5 seconds with 6 seconds.
5.5.
Yeah. But
And
I
still
mean,
last second to go, where
the
it
thing
seems
is-
like Kazai's got the massive pace advantage.
But the thing is, Kazai is on the has got the worst position right now, because even with this pace, Kazai has got 2 penalties that can't get removed because he didn't get them under safety
Yeah,
car.
indeed.
And
Yes.
he got one for speeding in the pits, and after that he got it while crossing the white line on the exit. So
Yeah, that didn't
this-
really
this-
help him.
those 2 incidents will probably cost him the P2.
Indeed,
and
yes.
It means that
In general, the race
Kuhn-
win.
Yeah, I mean he wouldn't win the race. I think he wouldn't win the race now after the mistake he made. But
Yeah, but before that he was driving a brilliant race.
yeah,
Now
he would have won there. But actually, I just want to quickly do the maths on it, because there is something that I want to quickly find out. Because with the current finishing positions, Twitch Lemon takes the championship lead and is 1 point ahead of Kuhn. That would be amazing stuff to look at for the last 3 rounds. Of course, Lemon would be sitting on 169 points, Kuhn would be sitting on 168. Matthias 10 points behind that, and it would be safe to say that the championship race would be going through those 3, because Luis pretty much has lost his last chance to compete, because he can still get 78 points maximum, but he would only be 9 points ahead of Lemon, and I doubt that Lemon would not finish in any of those races. So
Yeah,
it's
this race would have been so interesting with Matthias still in the race. We
And
would have had
Luis
a
too.
4-way battle, and Luis, yeah. Unfortunately, those guys, I think one had a game glitch and one just made a pure mistake. So, I found it really weird indeed when Luis went so slow, when he couldn't go quicker behind the safety car. So, unfortunately, it didn't help him there. He drove a clean race at that point, so unlucky for him. I don't think it will be enough for Kazai to get P2, but he can at least get him on track, it seems. As now Kuhn has found some pace. Oh, talking about he's done a 39 flat, and Kazai is doing 37.2, so he's still lapping much faster. Kazai, just so comfortable in these conditions. He's like Raikkonen in Portimao. Others were so slow, and Kazai or Raikkonen just making it look easy.
Frenzy gets another penalty, and looking at it right now, we've got a Renault finishing the points and a Williams finishing the points, and a Racing Point in P7, 8 and 9. That is really just crazy to see. Steel Rippers with another mistake. Damage for the Alfa Romeo, who's going into the
Oh,
wall again.
VSD actually.
Virtual safety car. If you want to pit, maybe they will take the chance. Maybe Lemon could pit for the fastest lap. Lemon will pit for the fastest lap.
Lemon is going for the fast lap. Good move there. Smolbik retires.
Still Rippers retired. Maybe the safety. No, actually, I don't think the safety car will come out while the virtual safety car's out.
Yeah, it won't. I don't think it will. Yeah.
And Kuhn will take P1.
Oh, of course, Lemon will.
And Underboss
Wait, what?
got another driver
Oh.
penalty. Underboss
Yeah, Kuhn's
throws
taking
away
the
the
lead.
points. Kuhn has taken the lead, but I mean, Lemon has got the way better tires. Kazai is now ahead of Lemon.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Here we go.
3 laps to go.
This we've been
3
waiting
point-
for.
3.5 seconds between Lemon and Kazai.
The top 3. Can
Lemon,
Kuhn still somehow win the race?
if Kuhn wins it, he would take championship lead by about 6 points, I think. Or he would actually gain a point.
This is what we've been waiting for. One penalty for Koen and
or one penalty for Lemon, and he is done out here. And
two
Lemon,
penalties. So he's got to get close, overtake them, and then still make the 3-second gap to Koen in the next 4 laps.
Lemon and Koen, I mean,
Koen's got 3 seconds, right?
6. Both got 6 seconds.
6.
Kazai got 6.
Okay.
So
can Kazai do Koen here a favor, maybe? Because it's gonna be difficult.
Yeah, Lemon is already there, so he will. There's no way.
Oh my god.
There's no way Lemon won't win this race, like, unless he makes a mistake. And
you never know.
You
never know.
is also close, so I could see it will probably be a Haas 1-2 on track. But in the end,
Koen has got to try his absolute best, make the widest Mercedes ever.
I mean, he can let Kazai probably get past him because Kazai is so much
I don't
faster.
think that's a good plan. I don't think that's a good plan, to be honest.
Kazai will get
have
past
a car
him.
in between.
There's not Kazai will. I mean, he won't keep them. Oh, Kazai got another penalty, but it doesn't really matter because Kazai will lose out anyways. But 2-3 laps
what
to go
about?
now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Chizzy would actually. Yeah, Chizzy needs a second.
No, just too far. Yeah.
Chizzy needs 2 seconds to get Kazai. So.
Yeah, there goes Lemon. I don't think that was any surprise, really.
They're going side by side, and Lemon. Kazai actually.
They're battling. There we go. They're battling.
Kazai runs off the track. They're side by side, going down the inside. Lemon has got P2 from Kazai now.
Yeah, look how much later he can brake. But now, what is Koen gonna do?
But now Koen has got no chance. There's no way he's gonna keep Lemon behind for another 3 laps. The tires are not good enough.
Oh, just brake a little bit earlier, yeah. He's gotta do 810 on 92. Here we go.
And Lemon goes down the inside. He touches with him, hits the wall, but Lemon is up into P1. He forced himself there, but
yeah, that was coming.
Now Koen is there, trying to go down the inside.
Coming.
He's getting the move.
He's done it.
No, there's not done it, but he's
it's contact with the wall.
Contact.
I think it's damaged. It's damage
there was no damage for Lemon, at least.
Kazai with damage, definitely.
Yeah, he lost his ring and plate. There's now Lemon going down the inside of Koen, a little bit of a touch. There's no way they are going to survive. They somehow survived. That Koen is up ahead of Kazai. And Lemon forces his way past him.
What about Chizzy now? Can Chizzy get a podium now? Because Kazai's got damage. He's spitting! He's spitting! Kazai's spitting! So this will promote Chizzy potentially up a podium. This is what he's been waiting for. Yeah, definitely, because Kazai will save a
5-second penalty.
A 5-second penalty now. And it will be Chizzy getting a podium, it looks like. Will Martin even get ahead? Yeah, from wing change, yeah, Martin will be ahead. And Prain will be ahead as well. So this has really been interesting. Be an interesting end to the race. Martin, yet the only driver not to get a penalty here in this race with franchise.
Oh, because I
did the same mistake.
5-second penalty.
Fortunately for him, he won't drop to P7 since
and
the other
right
guy.
now, quick information, because I completely forgot about that. I quickly need to check that, and currently it's crucial for the Constructors' Championship.
Yeah.
Let me have a quick think about it.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. It's gonna be what an ending it's going to be here.
What an ending it's going to be here. Actually, as of right now, Haas would overtake AlphaTauri in the championship standings.
Damn.
And that makes it only a 60-point gap between Mercedes and Haas as of right now with the finishing order.
And if Prain overtakes Martin here, it would be 62, right? Or yeah.
Yeah, it would be 62. But Prain has got a penalty, of course, so it's pretty much it's not really.
Oh yeah, of
possible.
course, yeah, indeed. Unless Martin makes a mistake like he did in the rain. as we're seeing Kasai now saving up his tires to get fastest lap here.
As Prain gets past Mozzo going into turn 1. Prain has got the move done. He needs to gain 3 seconds in 1 lap, or he needs Martin to get a penalty. Could you quickly check Martin on warnings?
Sure, I can. Yes, of course I can. He's on 2 right now, so if he gets 1 more on the final lap, he will lose the position to Prain. And Prain is 2 warnings away from another one, so I don't think that will change at all. Unless Martin makes a mistake, which he has not done.
Lemon, Underboss is retired from the session.
Underboss, no! On the final lap, no! Are you kidding me?
And that is unbelievably crashed out where I think it was where Wesley crashed out.
Oh no. This promotes race up to the points.
Right now Lemon is coming home. Final 2 corners. Lemon will come over the line and wins the Singapore Grand Prix of the OSRL. He has made the strategy work, pitting under the virtual safety car. Kuhn will come home in P2. Lemon will now take the championship lead by 1 point during the final 3 rounds of the season. Chizzy in the end will come home on the podium. The McLaren driver racing as the reserve, he will come home on the podium. And Prain is currently he's made 1.5 seconds in a lap.
1.6. No, he won't do it, but
it's
great
just
push there on the final lap.
It's just not enough. Prain will drop down to P5. Coming over the line.
1.8.
Martin,
yeah, unfortunately. He did well there, but
Kazai gets another penalty. Kazai, of course, he was leading the race for most of the time and then lost it in the end. 26 seconds. And he got P6. Frenzy will come home in P7, but Riza will get a point.
Haven't seen much of him.
Renault gets 2 points finishes.
What a weird race this was, to be honest. Like,
very, very weird race.
Very up and down race with Kazai dominating, then make a mistake. Both Renault and Race points outside the points. Now both Renault in the points, both McLaren's in the points, both Mercedes, both Haas, and then a Red Bull and a Haas.
This might actually be the first double point finish we've seen all year long from the
Renault team.
Renault team.
We baguettes.
Lemon gets driver of the day, of course. He started at the back and he got P1 in the end.
Yeah, what a race. What a race.
So really a great race that we've just watched. But yeah, as you can see, we have Lemon finishing first in this race, taking the championship lead by a point. We have got Kuhn, of course, finished in second. The Mercedes guys pulled up their championship lead gap to Haas now, who overtook AlphaTauri. And yeah, Lemon finishing first, Kuhn in second, Chizzy in third, that's our podium. Motzel in P4, Prain in P5, Kazai in P6, Frenzy in P7, Francis in P8, Obasi in P9, Riza rounding out the points finishes, Underboss and Dana Tremaine in P11 and 12. Steel Reapers, Wout, Wesley, Luis, Matthias and Lucas all did not finish. And that is the race done for today. That's the Singapore Grand Prix of the OSRL done. And that means we actually are on to our final 2 rounds of the season. Let me quickly have some maths. So next week, we only have 2 rounds left.
Only 2? Yeah, I think it's Mexico and
it's Mexico and Brazil. I got caught up. I thought we had 1 more round, but what we don't. So next week the Mercedes team can't win the Grand Prix or can win the Constructors Championship. No, of course they can win the Grand Prix too. But next week will be the first week of decisions if Mercedes can get more than 11 points on the Haas team. And of course, it will be a deciding week for the Drivers' Championship as well, with Kuhn and Matthias and Lemon all fighting for it. As Luis, of course, is out of that conversation now. But we will be back next week with the Mexican Grand Prix. It will be a really exciting one after, of course, this one was exciting too. We've had a lot of good races in the last few weeks.
Indeed, we have. It's been great. I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah, of course, you've been in and out of the commentary box. You've been racing,
Yes.
you've been commentating, you've been racing. So you've been doing everything.
Pretty much. Stewards decisions, everything you can name off with league racing, pretty much.
And you've been getting podiums in other leagues as well, and trying to get podiums as well. But yeah, we will be back next week for the Mexican Grand Prix. Until then, I hope you all have a great evening, a great weekend, a great next week, and we will see us back next Friday at 8 p.m. CET for the Mexican Grand Prix. Until then, have a great week. We'll see us then. Bye.